Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carleton Ravens Hockey on the Carleton Ravens YouTube channel. Tonight, from the Carleton Ice House here at the Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario, it's the Ravens playing host to the uOttawa GGs. I'm Jackson Starr. Alongside Mason Bugaresti, we welcome you to the stream here tonight. Mason, tonight, Ravens coming in tough times. They've lost 4 straight games after winning their first 2 on the year. It's been tough sledding for this Ravens team.
Yeah, right out of the gate, 2 wins to start the season for the Ravens, and it looked like things were starting to work themselves out. We heard from Pierre Lane about what a tough, maybe transition season this might be, and we've seen that the last 4 games. The offense has dried up a little bit. They haven't scored more than 2 goals since their first 2 games, so they scored 3 in each of those 2. They'll need to right the ship here tonight against a uOttawa team that they've proven they can beat and have beaten before.
And like you say, one positive coming into tonight is the fact that the last win that the Ravens have is against this very same GG's team, a 3-0 win on the road.
Yeah, a really impressive 3-0 win on the road. Probably the best performance of the season from this Ravens team. A really good game from Marie-Yves Cote, 44 save shutout in that one. Goals coming from Murray and Cerniak in that one as well. It was a really solid game, so if there is some confidence that the Ravens can head into this game with, it's knowing that they're facing a GG's team that they can beat and have beaten before.
The national anthem and puck drop is coming up next from the Ice House here at Carleton University. welcome back to the Carleton Ice House here at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario. We are just about set for puck drop, but first, Mason, it's, as we've mentioned, been tough sledding for the Ravens. They're going to look to get off to a good start here tonight.
Yeah, and one thing they need to make sure to do is stay out of the box. This is a penalty kill that struggled a lot the last few games, particularly in their game against Bishops. 3 power play goals against. And the Ravens are going to have a chance in this one, and they should. This team there should be competitive against. If they're going to have a chance in this one, they need to stay out of the box. They need to play as much of this game at 5-on-5 as possible.
Starting goaltender for the uOttawa GGs is Auriel Dubuc. She's been solid for the GGs so far in the season.
Yeah, Dubuc's off to a really good start for the GGs. A 220 goals against average and a 932 save percentage. She's going to be tough to beat. So for Carleton, that means lots of traffic in front, lots of bodies. Don't make it easy for her to see the puck.
As for the Ravens, they go back to their steady hand in Marie-Ève Cote. She's been great throughout. Real backstop there for the Ravens.
Yeah, Cote is off to a terrific start for Carleton as well. A 916 save percentage. She's got both of Carleton's wins this year. They're going to need her tonight.
At center ice, Justina Beard for the Ravens. She wins the draw back, and we're underway. It's a great evening for hockey from the Ice House. And right off the draw, it's played back in deep towards the left corner. Giving chase is Emily Smythe, good speed. Puck comes towards the near line. McNeil looking to hold it there. It comes back out to center, and it's Sydney Berta who gets back onto it first. Berta will regroup back in her own end. A big rivalry night here at the Ice House, and a good crowd on hand as well. Nicole Hunter onto it, swings it out towards the near side, up towards center. Deflected there by Berta and played in deep. That's going to be an icing call against the Ravens with 33 seconds having elapsed in period 1. Quick start to this one. Pierre-Alain spoke this week about the energy level in last game, how it was lacking later on. They just need to find that consistency throughout the 60 minutes tonight.
Yeah, the one period that Pierre-Alain liked from his last team's game was their first period, so we know this is a team that can get off to a hot start. It's just about, as you said, sustaining it throughout the full 60.
Face-off towards Cote's right off the icing. Face-off taken by the Ravens, and they'll skate it back out to center. Nice move from Emily Smythe up the left wing. Smythe walks in, fires, and just missed high glove towards the right of Dubuc. Back out towards the neutral zone, it's Kalakia towards the center of the ice surface, off Shuchani's skate. Played towards the left side for the GGs. They're into the offensive zone. Hannah Eunice-Thibault getting back. It's played towards the line. Wrister deflects just wide of the goal. Puck centered in front, and in front looking for it there were the GGs, but nothing doing. Played towards the line and held there by number 91, Alyssa Bistonal. Played towards the near side. Shot on into the glove of Cote, and she'll hold on to that one. Stopping play. A nice shift there from the GGs in the offensive zone.
Good save there from Cote, her first touch of the puck tonight. It's a nice glove save there on Ariane Aubin. Aubin, one of the top forwards on this GG's team, but just hasn't been putting up the points so far this season. She's really one to watch tonight, number 92 for uOttawa.
GGs take the draw, back towards the line. Shot from Michaela Kreksinski is fanned on. Picked up by the Ravens, and they'll float that one back out towards center. Kreksinski back onto it. Played back in and around a goal. Cote holds onto it. Samantha Andrews along the far side, trying to play it up. Cut off, it hit the referee there. She's forced back and around and finds Erica Ehrenberg towards the near side. Ehrenberg has pressure coming and turns that one over. Puck centered towards the front, off the side of the goal. Good deflection there. Near line shot, blocked in front, ricochets towards the left corner. Skirfield onto it first. Annika Skirfield can't get it out of the zone, held in there. Lalonde gets onto it, plays it towards the line, but the GGs were making defensive changes, and it comes all the way back into Ottawa territory. Less than 2 minutes having elapsed here in period 1. Towards the right side, deflected at center. Back on it is Nicole McNeil. She'll cut back in her own end. Plays it towards the far side. Hunter can't get to that one. It comes towards the line. GGs hold it in there. Stepping up is Angelique Prue, back behind the goal. Cut off there. Good work in behind the goal. Towards the far side, puck centered in front. Swatting at it is Hunter, able to play it towards the slot. GG's back onto it momentarily. It's picked up by Smythe, and she's got an edge towards the outside. Smythe coming in. Partial break. Smythe to the backhand. She just bit it wide. Rebound in front through the blue and just rifled wide. Great opportunity there. McNeil able to send it back and around. Oh, what an opportunity there for the Ravens.
Yeah, good speed there from Emily Smythe. That's her second break and just her second shift there. Sends it back out front, and Justina Beard just shovels it wide.
Played back towards the near line. McNeil steps up. Wrister hits Dubuc in the mask there. Kind of a weird shot that kind of stunned her on the way through. And Ottawa able to get out towards center. Played in towards the near corner. And the Ravens will have to regroup with 3 minutes having elapsed in period 1. Still scoreless from the Ice House. Towards the near side, Grosso. Pressure comes, tries to get back onto it. Towards the neutral zone. Chuchani onto it. Pressure and support from Thibault. Good work there by Hannah Eunice Thibault. Backhands it into towards the left corner. On it in the corner is Kia Vale, the defenseman for the GGs. Behind the goal, though, the GGs get to it. Puck center in front, shot save, rebound. Looking for it was Grosso. It just hopped over her stick, and the GGs start back out. Kalakia can't get to that one. It's played in deep. Behind the goal, oh, and a big collision in the goal as Scurfield took one of the GGs down. That was number 24, Alyssa McMillan, who went flying into the goal, and play stops. The net ended up all the way in the left corner in the Ravens zone.
Yeah, but before that, a couple of good shifts there from Carleton. The forecheck's finally starting to get going. We see it there on that last time in the GG zone, just chipping it behind the defense, having two forwards on the puck. That time it was Scurfield on it. Good job setting it out front, and another good save there from Dubuc, and face-off coming in the Carleton zone right to the left of Marie-Yves Cote.
It's going to be Sandrine Hashe in the draw. She'll go up against McMillan. Alyssa McMillan, the centerman for the uOttawa GGs. Winning the draw back. GGs look to get onto it. It's played back out towards center. Justina Beard can't catch up to that one. Good work there by number 17, Christine Daudelin, getting onto it, and she'll regroup back in her own end. Towards the near side. GGs will look to break out. Nice pass, and they're out towards center. It's Christine Daudelin, backhand feed into the offensive zone. Cote settles it down, finds Kalakia. Scurfield kicks it towards Hashe, and the Ravens are out to center. Towards the far side, Justina Beard swings it in deep. Dubuc can't get to that one. It's played towards the near side. Peru onto it. She's pressured. GG's looking to break out towards the far line. Andrews can't hold it in there. She'll have to come back out towards the neutral zone to pick up the puck. Played back towards the far side, now back in. Andrews onto it, finds Erica Ehrenberg, defenseman for the Ravens. Pass up the left wing, cut off. Ehrenberg back onto it, backhands it off the wall. GG's will play it back in. It's Andrews on it, pressure. She's able to swing it down the ice. Icing is waved off. Ravens will make defensive changes, and it's turned over there from Dubuc. Stepping up there is Sydney Berta back of the goal. Good speed around the goal from Berta. Plays it towards Guimond, just out of her reach. And it's the GGs who look to get back onto it. Good speed from Berta, though, able to keep it alive. Back in and around towards the near side. Lani Guimond towards the line. McNeil, wrister wide. Rebound goes towards the right side in the GG zone. Oh, and a big hit in there along the side, and there is a GG down on the play. Quickly back up, though. That's number 15, Kathleen Reedman, who took a big hit, and the Ravens are going to go to the box for the first time on the night.
Yeah, pretty obvious call there for the officials to make. Sydney Berta just pursuing the puck there along the boards with a bit too much speed, catches far too much of her man, sort of right in the numbers there, and that's going to get called every single time. Again, we talked about how important the Ravens penalty kill is going to be in this one, and we're going to need to see a good start here, already in GG power play just 5 minutes in.
We'll see what they can do, the Ravens, on the penalty kill. Face off one back towards the near side, stepping in, the shot off the glove of Cote and towards the right corner. Hunter onto it. Pressure there, but Hunter does a good job pinning it, killing off a couple seconds. Now it's worked loose towards the line, kept alive. High slot, walking in, shot just wide. Good opportunity there for number 9, Angelique Prou. They battle for it now in the left corner. Good work once again, pinning it there for the Ravens. Puck comes back towards the line, just out of the reach, able to keep it onside is number 55, Ariane Mayville. Played back in behind the goal by Mayville. Back on it behind the goal is McMillan. She'll come loose with it, feeds it towards the far side. Back for McMillan, left side. Walks in, centering feet in front, bouncing there. Ravens get to it. They'll clear. A minute 13 remaining in the GG's power play.
Good work there on the penalty kill from Nicole Hunter for Carleton. Just named the Ravens Women's Athlete of the Week on last Sunday night. So picking up where she left off in last week.
GG start back out towards center. That's number 81, Alice Fillon. Fillon, good speed. She's cut off nicely. Comes back towards the right side, towards the line. Trying to get to it for the Ravens is Emily Smythe, but the GGs maintain control. Near side, Veal plays it cross ice, walking in, pass across, cut off at the line. Holding it there for a moment is Veal, she keeps it alive. Towards the far side, cut off, good work there. Smythe can't quite get it out of the zone. Picking up there is Kate Lengel, she's pressured. Back behind the goal. Still pinning it, 28 seconds remaining in the power play. It comes loose, puck thrown towards Veal, the shot stopped by Cote on her left post. Picked up by Kalakia, swings it down the ice and into GG's territory. 17 remaining in the power play. Quick pass up from Dubuc to feed it towards center. Rifled around towards the near side. Stepping up there is McMillan. She's pressured. It's going to be picked up by Kate Langell. She'll swing it cross ice. That was Hannah Eunice-Thibault, rather, with the clearing attempt. 3 seconds left, 2, 1, and that will do it for the GG's power play. They're 0 for 1 of the night. Ravens successful on their first PK. Puck played into the offensive zone. Cote can't settle that one down. Stephanie Truchani gets to it. They battle for it along the left wing side. Truchani gets to it, backhands it off the glass, out towards center, trying to spring Grosso. Nice pass ahead, and it's Jackie Grosso to the backhand. Grosso stopped, rebound in front, and a glove save by Dubuc. Great counter attempt for the Ravens, and a nice save by the GG's netminder.
Good saves there from Dubuc after some solid penalty killing there from the Carleton Ravens. Good start for them to get that confidence going, and then a good rush there for Jackie Grosso, and then Hannah Eunice-Thibault follows up right on the rebound, but Dubuc just steals that one with the glove. 2 big saves from her.
Shot deflected on the way through. Grosso's shot from a sharp angle is blocked in front. That was right off the face-off. And it's the GGs who get back onto it in their own end. Thibault trying to get to it. Picked up by the GGs. They'll regroup in their own end. Ravens will come back to the bench and make a couple changes. Out towards the left side. Skating it through center is Filion. Filion up the left side. Cuts back, looks for support. For the GGs are making changes, and that allows the Ravens to get back onto the puck as it's picked up by Nicole McNeil. McNeil swerves in front of her own goal, plays it towards Grosso, dropped off towards Berta. Sydney Berta coming in, feeds it near side Guimont, trying to get into it on the short side. Unable to do so, it's covered up by Dubuc. She holds on, 11:59 remaining in period number 1.
Really good defending there from Nicole McNeil as we see Alice Filion, one of the top players for uOttawa, streaking into the zone, but Andrews with some good defending. She just steps right up on her, makes a really nice play, and the puck returns the other way.
Run back off the face-off are the Ravens. They'll look to get possession. Kate Langell steps up, wraps it around the boards towards the near side. Lani Guimont trying to get onto it. Played back in and around the goal towards the right wing side. Giving chase is Emily Smythe. It's the GGs who get to it first, though. Battle right in front of the line. It now comes towards the line, held in there. Langell does a good job swatting that one back in deep. And the GGs are onto it back behind their own goal. Lani Guimont, pressure comes. GGs look to break out. They do. Up the near side is Sophie Garreau. Able to feed it in deep. Giving chase there is Kylie Lalonde. Lalonde and Garreau in on it. Garreau behind the goal. Tries to center in front off a skit. Wrapped behind the goal, and the GGs are onto it. Played towards the corner. Back behind the goal. Centering feed in front. High slot shot. Kicked aside by the left pad of Cote. Nice save for the Raven goaltender. Still on it are the GGs in the offensive zone. Played towards the near side. Stepping up is Mayville. Wrists that one around behind the goal. Back there is Kalakia. Pressure comes. Able to feed it to the line, but not out. Peru feeds it cross ice. Mayville's shot blocked in front. Nice block there. Picked up by Guimont. Unable to exit the zone, though. Kept alive by Scott. Swivels around. Tries to feed it in front. Taken down on the play there. Nothing called, as it was Berta who was taken down. And it's Kalakia once again back of her own goal. Cuts back. Looks for support. Kalakia tries to forward it along. Cut off. High slot. Walking in. Shot. Glove. Save. Cote. And she'll stop play with 10:32 remaining in the first. Good shift there from the GGs in the offensive zone.
Yeah, this isn't the first time we've seen it tonight. The Carleton D pairings are having a bit of trouble below their own goal line in the defensive zone. You'll wonder if Pierre Lane maybe later in the game wants to drop his centerman lower in the defensive zone to help with the puck support, because the breakout is struggling a bit right now for Carleton.
GGs look to gain possession off the face-off. It comes towards the line, held there by Michaela Kreksinski. Puck comes towards the front, nothing doing. And the Ravens back onto it in their own end. Cutting back is Samantha Andrews towards the far side. Justina Beard has that one bounce off her stick. Pressure comes. GG's able to maintain possession. Potential shot there from the far side. Cut off. It comes back towards the line, and holding it onto it there is Mayville. Shot deflects on the way through. Met by a couple sticks in front. Andrews backhands that one along out towards center. Anika Skirfield gets there. Tries to play it in deep. Cut off. And swivels back, looking for support. Skirfield still onto it. Now they battle for it as Hache comes in for support. Right in front of the GG's bench, they're trying to make changes as this scrum ensues. Skirfield and Hache still on there. Now a couple fresh legs out there for the GG's. Puck finally is worked loose, and it comes towards Nicole Hunter along the far side. Hunter will swivel back. 9:35 remaining in the first. Starting back is Nicole McNeil. She's pressured out towards center. Hops over Hannah Eunice-Thibault's stick. And it's played back out towards center. Good opportunity coming for the GG. Shot on. Nice save by Cote. She'll hold on off the shot by Catherine Burkby. Walking in with a shot there.
pretty good back and forth action the first 10 and a half or so minutes of this period, as we see a little puck battle on the near side and some cross-checking and shoving. These two teams don't like each other, and it took about 10 minutes for this rivalry to reignite itself.
Shot right off the face-off, pretty much stunned Cote as it took a deflection, hits the outside of the net, and the GGs maintain possession. Shot on, high shot, stopped by Cote in the slot. Ravens try to get to it, able to feed it towards the corner. Hunter will backhand that one around for Nicole McNeil, and she'll look to get pointed out towards center. McNeil out to center, good room for the defenseman. Skates it into the offensive zone. McNeil now trying to backhand it towards the front of the goal. Cut off there. Good back check from the forward Alice Fillon coming back. She's pressured by Jackie Grosso. Ravens making partial changes. It's played loose. Grosso onto it. Swings it down low. Thibault fans on that pass, and it comes back out towards center. Good opportunities this Ravens team has been generating, much better than what we've seen from them in the past. Turned over though in the offensive zone, and the defensive zone, that is, for the GGs. Back behind the goal, it's Fillon. Fillon backhand feed, cut off, behind the goal. uOttawa looking to get onto it, trying to sit in front is Daudelin. Played back behind the goal, coming back towards the slot area. Shot, stopped at the side. Cote is able to cover it and hold on to that one. Good follow-up shift from the GGs. After some pressure from the Ravens, we've seen Jackie Grosso below the goal line do a good job throughout the entirety of this game so far. Ravens just activating the offensive zone much better than they have over their 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, she's been absolutely tenacious on the forecheck so far. It's a big reason why Carleton's right in here in this game with uOttawa. Their forecheck has been relentless, and they're winning the battles along the boards in the offensive zone.
Lengel off the face-off. Takes it out towards back of the goal. Smythe finds Guimont out towards the right side. Trying to get to it is Sydney Berta, but it comes back in behind the goal line where Kalakia has to pick it up. Kalakia towards Smythe. Bounces over her stick. Smythe able to feed it out towards center. Gets it back. Potential 2-on-2 developing. Smythe, good speed up the left side. Goes through her. Berta coming in, looking for support. It comes back towards the high slot. Stepping in there with an opportunity is Kalakia, but that's rifled just high. Good opportunity there. Behind the goal, GG's back onto it. Played out towards the near side. Mayville plays it out towards center. Good work. Coming in, drops it back off. Opportunity thwarted there by good back check from Erica Ehrenberg. Back behind the goal. Samantha Andrews will get to it for the Ravens. Plays it back behind the goal. Ehrenberg coming over. It's in her feet. Being able to work it loose are the GGs. They'll look to get it towards the line. Cut off, but they keep it alive. Puck comes back towards the slot area. Guimont forwards it towards the far side, but held in there by the GGs. Playing it towards the far side is Alice Fillon. She's pressured. It's played out towards center. Good work by Smythe, and she'll skate it out. Smythe up the right wing, that is. Poked off the puck. Nice play there by Kryczynski. Centering it in front is Smythe. Good job there. Ravens are making changes. She's able to draw an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, Emily Smythe, we've seen it a few times tonight. She's done a really nice job driving the play so far for Carleton. Good speed, and she's not the biggest player, but she uses her body really well to shield the puck against some uOttawa defenders that might be a bit bigger than her.
GGs win the draw in the defensive zone for them. They'll try to break out. Back of the goal, it's Daudelin. Plays it around towards the far side. GGs play it out towards center. Bounces over the stick of Jade Todd. Trying to get back onto it. Trying to take Hunter out of the play as well, but she's able to get back onto it. Wrapped around towards the far side and held there on the far side. Played back towards the slot area, cut off. And now Scurfield gets it pointed out towards center. Scurfield backhands that one in deep. Justina Beard giving chase. Going to work up against Daudelin. Wrapped around towards the far side. It's Vale onto it. Vale able to play it back in and around. Behind the goal, Daudelin, the captain for the GGs, digging for it. Gets to it. Wraps it around towards the far side. And the GGs will look to break out. Ravens applying pressure, but it's uOttawa who get pointed out towards center. Coming up the middle of the ice surface, an opportunity potentially developing, but the GGs were making changes behind the play. That allows the Ravens back onto the puck. Played towards center. Sandrine Haché going to work right in front of the Ravens bench with 5:58 remaining in the first period of play. Ravens are going to take this opportunity to make a couple more changes as the puck finally worked loose, and Hunter loses it though, and towards the far side, GG's onto it. Towards the far side is number 9, Angelique Prue. She's pressured in back of the goal. Support in the form of McMillan. Prue works her way loose with it. Towards the far line, holding it there. Now near side, Mainville stepping in. Pass towards the slot area, through Prue, and back out the other way. Shuchani able to feed it towards center, off the stick of Thibault, and she turns it over. Grosso, though, gets it back. She'll backhand that one looking for Shuchani, but it's just cut off, and the GGs get started back out to center, making changes behind the play are the GGs, as carrying it into the offensive zone is McMillan. Back behind the play. Langell trying to dig for it. Cut off there by Kalakia. She'll regroup. 5:07 remaining in period number 1. A lot of board battles so far in this first period. We can definitely see a tight checking game so far. Still scoreless from the Ice House. Back behind the goal. Digging for it is number 91, Alyssa Bisenthal. Played towards the line. Held there by Kraczynski. Shot blocked in front. It comes out towards center, and that'll draw an offside against the GGs. So good action so far in this first period, but it's been Ottawa who's taking control really in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. They really have the majority of the zone time in this game. And when Carleton is finding success offensively, it's coming from dumping the puck in and wearing down this GG's team. That way, they're not turning it over in transition, because this is where the Carleton team often gets burned a lot, giving up chances and rush chances in transition after neutral zone turnovers. They've been better at controlling the puck here, just getting it in behind the GG defense, fewer turnovers, and yes, they've given up a lot of zone time, but no grade A chances so far through about 15.
And that's key, especially with a goalie like Marie-Ève Cote. If she can see it, if it's not high danger, she'll usually make the stop. Waiting for some confirmation here before we get a new puck. And now the linesman will get everything sorted and come towards center. It's going to be Landy Guimont in the draw up against Filion. Face off one back by the Ravens. Ehrenberg in her own end finds Andrews. Andrews floats it towards center. It's batted down there. Played back in by the GGs. And Ehrenberg is back onto it. Erica Ehrenberg back in and around the goal towards the far side. Samantha Andrews settles with it, finds Ehrenberg, bouncing puck. Ehrenberg backhands that one out towards center. Smythe gets to it. Smythe trying to work it along. Ehrenberg for support. Smythe able to backhand that one out off the boards towards center. And it's Dodelin who gets back onto it. Dodelin feeds it towards the far side. Filion off the skate, gets it back. Plays it back in deep to the offensive zone. Icing is waved off. 4:03 remaining in the first. Ehrenberg drops it back off for Andrews. Trying to make it out towards Smythe. Shot on, stopped in the air, and Ehrenberg does a good job getting to that one with her glove. Able to feed it in back to the goal. It's Samantha Andrews who gets onto it. Andrews lost that one. She had Smythe streaking if she could have gotten the pass to her, but just fobbled the puck at the line. GG's hold it in, swatted back in there by Besenfeiner as it's played back behind the goal. Ehrenberg gets to it. Andrews wraps it around off the skate of the official, and the GGs get back onto it. Shot from the line, blocked in front, high slot, digging for it are the GGs. Ravens get to it though, good work in front there by Guimont to get to it, and now it's Scurfield right off the bench. She's taken down, nothing called there. That looked like a trip and a half, as coming in are the GGs with a shot, that's blocked in front. And the GGs just really buzzing in the offensive zone, but a missed call there.
I'm impartial, I didn't see anything.
Out towards center, the GGs will regroup. 3:03 remaining in the first, and the GGs come back in the other way up the far side. It's Minville. She's pressured, trying to wrap it around. Ravens able to make some changes as it comes back out towards center. Played back behind the goal. Andrews regroups with it. Feeds it towards the far side. Justina Beard trying to get to center. Pache able to work it out towards the GG's line, but it's uOttawa who'll get back onto it in their own end. 2:39 remaining in the first.
Finally, a chance to change there for Carleton. They just spent about 2, maybe 3 minutes in their own zone.
Shot from the line from Hunter, finds its way through. Dubuc makes a save, shot on, blocked in front. Hache comes in and fires, that stopped. Rebound sitting in there for a moment, but the GGs get to it. This line has been around the net, just unable to really find the back of the goal. McNeil steps up, good work there by the defenseman. McNeil able to feed it in towards the left corner. Civil's back, forwards chase as the GGs get back onto it. Fed towards the far side. Holding on to it there is Kate McLean, rather that is. Coming out towards center. Grosso tries to play that one in deep. It's cut off, and McLean starts back. McLean up the right side. Shot on, stopped by Cote, and she'll hold on to it. 1:57 remaining in period number 1.
Second half of this period, the GGs have been the better team, and one of the reasons for that is because of how Carleton's playing in their own defensive zone. They're a young team, and they're a team that wants to use their speed a lot, but they're often blowing their far winger on the opposite side of the puck far out of the zone before the puck has left the zone. Doesn't make it easy to defend at all.
Another nice save there from Marie-Ève Cote. But again, it was a good setup for the GGs, but Cote able to see it through traffic and make the save.
Yeah, and as you said, Cote is such a good goaltender that if she can see it most of the time, she's definitely going to save it. So for the Carleton, it's about clearing the front of the net, making sure their goaltender can see it.
Played back in deep behind the goal. GG's onto it. Puck centered in front. McMillan's shot, rifled wide. Comes towards the far side, bounces over the stick. It's Chuchani who gets onto it, and she'll get pointed out towards center. Grosso deflects that one, bats it into the offensive zone. Grosso, good forecheck there. Trying to get in back of the goal with it. Grosso swivels it back behind the goal. Opportunity to pick it up there for Hannah Eunice Thibault. Thibault towards the far side, holding onto it there is Lengel. Back towards Thibault, bouncing puck. Can't get to it. Grosso onto it. Played back behind the goal, and McMillan regroups with it for the uOttawa GGs. McMillan gets to center, feeds it towards the near side. Stepping up there is Clavel. Alex Clavel, 1-on-5 here as she's able to feed it back in behind the goal. And Kate Lengel regroups with it in her own end, dropping it back off towards Kalakia with 1 minute remaining in period number 1. Chuchani has that one in her feet, bobbles the puck. They keep it alive, the GGs do for a moment. It now comes back out towards the line, but not out.
We see those long stretch passes again for Carleton. It's a team that wants to use their speed, but it just hasn't worked in this first period.
Towards the near side, held in momentarily. Now coming back out with it is number 15, Kathleen Riedman. GG's come back in the other way. Up the far side, cutting back. Opportunity potentially here at the side of the goal, cutting towards the front. Good opportunity there for Prue, but that one's cut off. Good speed from Emily Smythe, tries to get around Riedman, but she's cut off. It's Lani Guimont who tries to feed it in deep. Cut off, and the GG's get on it at center. Bouncing puck, settled down there, Filion. Good work there by Filion. She's pressured, cycles it back off. GGs will regroup at their own line. 13 seconds remaining in the first period. Puck played out towards center, batted down and played in by Gagnon. 7 seconds remaining in the first. It's Ehrenberg who will regroup. We'll see if she'll try one more rush. Plays it out towards the far side half wall. GG's onto it as time expires here in period number 1. So Mason, overall not too bad of a period. It's 0-0, the Carleton Ravens and the uOttawa GGs, but Ottawa had a lot of possession in the offensive zone throughout the later stages of that first period.
Yeah, but the GGs definitely held the majority of possession in that period. They had most of the shots in the period as well, but when you've lost 4 in a row, you'll take a 0-0 first period as well. A game where, or a period at least, where Carleton was pretty competitive. They defended pretty well, just the last half of the period lost a bit of momentum.
We've seen Emily Smythe. She's been very active offensively, driving the goal from each of the wings. We'll see if she can continue to do that and maybe create a better scoring chance throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, one thing Pierre Lane will love from his team so far is they've had great speed through the neutral zone, as you said, and they've been relentless on the forecheck. So there are some things to like from that first period for Carleton.
0-0 after 1, the intermission, and then the second coming up from the Carleton Ice House here at Carleton University.
The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask? The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask? The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask?
Welcome back to the Carleton Ice House here at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario. The Ravens and the GGs squared up at zeros as we get set for period number 2. Mason, it was a decent first period for the Ravens, to say the least. They find themselves scoreless going into period 2, though the GGs control the majority of the possession in period number 1.
Yeah, a solid defensive period that time from Carleton, but what we saw towards the end of the first is what we've seen sort of throughout the year, a bit of a microcosm of their season. They get off to really strong starts, but kind of lose their legs as the game goes on, and we saw that towards the end of the first. But no reason to lose your legs now. A tie game heading into the second period. You just played a solid first period. Let's see if Carleton can get out on the front foot here in the second.
We'll see what they can do. Shots 10-7 in favor of the GGs after 20 minutes of play. At center, it is Alyssa McMillan for the GGs. She goes up against Lani Guimont. Guimont wins it back towards Nicole Hunter, and we're underway for period number 2. Feathered in deep by Hunter. Back behind the goal, Dubuc settles it down. Played around towards the far side. Guimont, the centerman, holding on to it there. McNeil can't quite hold the line. It comes back out towards center. Ravens onto it. Lani Guimont plays it in towards the left side. Trying to chase it down. Sydney Berta able to get onto it. Guimont can't quite get to that one. And it's the GGs who look to start back out. Cut off, though, by Emily Smythe. Good work there by Smythe. Played back in and around towards the near side. GGs get out now. Played towards McMillan. She'll skate it towards center. Feeds it cross ice towards the far side. Played back in behind the goal. Giving chase there. Behind the goal is centered towards the front of the side. McMillan was looking for it there. Nothing doing. It comes back towards Smythe. She'll get to center and play it in deep. Smythe trying to carry it up around the far side. Cut off. Out towards center. McMillan trying to catch up to that one. Or make that number 34, Alexis Clavel. GGs make changes. Ravens did, and they're onto it back in their own end. Hannah Eunice Thibault pressured, gets it towards the line. It comes out towards center. Picked up there by Angelina Kalakia. She's pressured and gets thrown off the puck. Picked up back in her own end. Number 17, Dodelin, is able to play it back in deep behind the goal. Kate Langell wraps it around towards Kalakia. Tries to get it towards Grosso. Langell back on it behind the goal. She settles it down. Pressure in the form of Filion. They battle for it right in back of the goal. Puck comes loose. Looking for it was Hannah Eunice Thibault, but it's picked up by Filion in the left corner. Swivels it towards the high slot. That comes back out towards center. 18:23 remaining in the second. Delayed offside on the GGs. They'll tag up and play it back in. Kate Langell wraps it around towards Kalakia. Towards the far side, Grosso. Pass towards Chuchani. Good break out there from the Ravens. They're out to center. Chuchani up the left side. Skates it into the offensive zone. Good speed from Chuchani. Back in and around towards the right side. Andrews, partial shot deflected on the way through. And that's stopped by Dubuc. Good opportunity there for the Ravens. They'll tail off for changes as the GGs carry it out towards center. Play it in deep. Past Cote. Samantha Andrews gets onto it. Feeds it towards the right side. Picking it up there, looking for it is Jackie Grosso, trying to get onto it, but it's the GGs who force it back out to center, and now out towards the offensive zone is Lalonde. She's pressured, knocked off the puck. GGs onto it, back of the goal, swung in front. Nothing doing there. Justina Beard able to feed it towards the line. Held in there. Beard trying to get back onto it. It comes back outside the line, and a potential odd man rush developing here. Coming up is Scurfield. Getting back nicely, though, is Prue. Scurfield drops it back off for Beard. Fans on that attempt, and it comes back outside the line. McNeil regroups, and she'll drop it off for Erica Ehrenberg.
Good start here from Carleton. Good pace in the opening 3 minutes. They seem to have gotten their legs back, at least at the start of this period.
Outplayed in deep. Prue, the forward, comes back for support. Drops it back off towards the near side. Played back out by Mayville towards the far side. GG's onto it. Turned over, though, at the line. Scurfield trying to catch up to it. Played back towards the Ravens line, where it's held by Hunter. Hunter around towards the far side, looking for Scurfield, just out of her reach. Guimont gets back onto it, drops it back off for Nicole McNeil. She'll find Sydney Berta up the left side. Berta, good speed to the neutral zone. Cuts back, finds Scurfield just out of her reach as she just missed that one. And it comes back out towards Lalonde up the near side, floating it back into the offensive zone. Cote settles that one down for Nicole McNeil. Both teams finish their changes as Guimont gets onto it. Fanned on that backhand pass, able to get it outside the line, though. And the GGs will backhand that one once again back in deep. Giving chases Nicole Hunter. Can't get to that one, though. First on it is Jade Todd. Todd walks in, fires. Ooh, and that one ricocheted maybe off the top of the net and just out towards the far side. Shot on, fanned on there. Good opportunity for Todd once again. Picked up there. And the Ravens will get back out towards center, but the GGs get started right back onto it in the neutral zone. Played in deep by number 77 for the GGs, that's Taylor Scott. Ravens will play it up the far side, down the ice. Chuchani giving chase. Icing is waved off as she wins the race. Tuchani backing around the goal. Support from Thibault. Thibault towards the line off a skate, back out towards center and down the ice. Cote settles that one down, and she'll leave it for Angelina Kalakia. Kalakia comes back, cuts with it, pressure coming. Taken down on the play was Kalakia. Regrouping there is Thibault. Puck centered in front, comes towards the line, but the GGs are making changes. It comes back out towards center. And uOttawa back onto it. Turned over momentarily by Thibault. Now it's picked up by the GGs. Coming in up that far side was Prue looking for an opportunity. Cut off, and it's Kate Langell who gets started back out the other way. Good speed from the defenseman. Wraps it around towards back of the goal. Chuchani onto it. Towards back of the goal once again for the GGs is Krekchinski. Michaela Krekchinski. Out towards center, fed up there for McLean. McLean trying to gain an edge. McLean tries to cut in, but the GGs unable to complete that one. Ravens do a good job getting back. Samantha Andrews came together with Ehrenberg to get back on that one. Cote settles it down for Andrews back of the goal. Samantha Andrews plays it along towards Grosso. Jackie Grosso off the boards to center. Trying to catch up to that one is Chuchani. Picked up by Andrews. She'll cut back. Finds Grosso. Grosso swivels it off the boards again and out towards center. Picked up there by Prue back in her own end. That rather uneventful start to this first period. Both teams just trying to get their footing going here. As coming back up the other way, good opportunity potentially developing. Fillion's backhand towards the goal. And it goes through and out the other side. Back on it is Gagnon. Gagnon pressured and pinned there. It's worked loose towards the line. Holding on to it there is Dordelin. Near side, trying to play it towards the front. Cut off. Grosso gets to it. She'll get out towards center. Grosso able to swing it back in and around. GGs will have to regroup.
Carleton finding a much easier time on the rush in this period than they did in the first, and the reason for that is they're defending the GG zone entries much better than they did before. Easier to find rush offense when you're not spending a minute in your own end defending.
Obey up the left side. Number 92 for the GGs. Cut off. Now feathers it back behind the goal, but Nicole McNeil onto it. Plays it towards the far side. Rushing over to it is Scurfield for the Ravens. It's uOttawa will get back onto the puck though. Hache cuts back. Sandrine Hache trying to poke it outside the line. Able to get it as far as the line, but it's held in there. Good work by Sophie Garot. She's pressured as the pucks work towards the near side. A broken stick on the play there. Garot, who broke her stick, she's got to retreat to the bench. As the puck's played back in and around behind the goal, digging for it there is Kylie Lalonde. Lalonde with support. Played back in towards the left side, towards the front of the goal, stopped in front by Cote. Rebound sitting there for a moment. Scurfield tries to get to it. Hache as well. Puck comes towards the line and out towards center. It's Hache who gets to it first. Sandrine Hache swivels, tries to feed it in. Nothing doing, and it's the GGs who get back onto it. Up the right wing side, coming up there. Cutting back is McMillan, cut off. Good opportunity there. It's Sydney Berta, fresh off the bench, flying back the other way. Berta walks in, fire, save, rebound, just over Smythe. Good opportunity there for the Ravens. Back the other way are the uOttawa GGs. In the feet of Kalakia, can't get to it. Sharp angle shot, stopped by Cote, unable to cover it as well. And it's the Ravens who get back onto it. Hit in there, back behind the goal. Kalakia digging for it, she'll get to it. Plays that one up the boards and out towards center. GG's back onto it, they'll swing it in deep and retreat for changes. The Ravens regrouping, 12:25 left to go in the second.
Carleton doing a better job below their own goal line in this period as well. They've upped the physicality from the first period. It's no longer a free zone down there for the GGs.
Shot from the line, stopped by Cote. Rebound trickles back behind the goal. Kalakia, the Ravens defenseman, onto it first. Trying to wrap it around. She's met almost immediately by pressure there in the left corner. They still battle for it. It comes towards the half wall in the offensive zone for uOttawa, but it's Smythe who gets started back out towards center. Sydney Berta up the left side. Backhands that one towards the front. Cut off there by Prue. Prue starts back, feeds it near side. McMillan as that one bounced over his stick. Played back in deep by the Ravens. They'll make changes and get started on the forecheck. Back behind the goal, Prue able to feed it towards the far side. Held there by Ehrenberg, puck bouncing at the line. It comes back out towards center. That's going to be a hand pass call. Then we get a whistle. It was a long stretch without one here in the second period.
Yeah, finally a break for you, Jackson. We almost went 8.5 minutes there without a whistle. Really good pace to open this second period. Back and forth chances for both teams here. Lots of good pace, especially through the neutral zone for Carleton. uOttawa, they had much too much speed in the first period. They were able to weave through and enter the zone with ease. This time, the Raven forwards here in the second, much more active on the sticks, not making the entries easy. And as a result, the GGs are having such a struggle getting into the zone that they don't have too much time to forecheck after that. Once your line's able to get it in to the Carleton zone, it's already time to change.
So Good work from the Ravens so far in the defensive zone. We'll see if they can get themselves into the offensive zone as they were earlier on in the hockey game. Push coming from the GGs. It's played up the left side. And on the forecheck is Dodelan, back behind the goal. Bouncing puck at the side. Andrews gets to it. Tries to feed it outside towards the line. Held there by Veal. Wrister on goal. Stopped by Cote. Rather easy save there. Seemed like she had a little bit of trouble with it, but able to boot it aside. Puck played out center. Chuchani trying to step up. She gets to it. Chuchani up the right side. In towards the right corner. Still on it. Back behind the goal. Grosso forechecking as it's picked up by McClellan. She turns it over. Thibault turns, fires. Batted out of the air by Chuchani, but just wide of the goal. Great opportunity there for Chuchani. Maybe their best of the period so far for the Ravens. Taking it loose there. Good work by Dodelan with her feet. She didn't have her stick, and she still doesn't, the defenseman, but she was able to weave it loose there. Puck comes back towards the near side. uOttawa out towards the line, but not out. Now it comes back out as Hunter has to regroup. Hunter cuts back at her own line. At center in front of her own bench, that is. Turned over as the Ravens make changes. Up the near side, it's Aubin. Aubin trying to feed it on goal. That's gloved down by Cote, just eliminating anything there and holding on to it with 10:26 remaining in the second.
Good shift there in the offensive zone from the Ravens. One thing that's crucial in this second period for both teams, but especially for Carleton, is with that long change in the second, you just can't turn the puck over at the offensive blue line. It's going to lead to odd man rushes, and that's something that's burned Carleton throughout the season.
Off the face-off, off a stick, and up and out of play off the shot there. 10:21 remaining in the second. And for the Ravens, it's been a lot of defensive zone time. We'll see if they can assert their forecheck and get into the offensive zone with pressure in this game. Haven't had a power play yet in this game as well.
Yeah, you'd like to get the legs moving a bit more, so a bit more zone time. You know, yeah, exactly. Maybe draw a couple penalties and get some momentum going. They've done a good job defensively, but as you can see, and as you said, they'd like a bit more from the offensive side of the rink.
Back in and around the goal, good speed. Stepping up there was the defenseman, Michaela Kurczynski. GG's onto it, puck centered in front off of Cote, and it comes back towards the slot, but the Ravens able to pick it up. Justina Beard gets pointed out towards center, plays it in on goal. Dubuc bats that one aside. Beard onto it, wraps it around the boards. GG's onto it though, it's Aubin, gets to center, feeds it out towards center. Chasing back and after is Nicole Hunter. She'll get to it first. Pressure though, good work there from Prue, able to try and play it around. That was Devine, in fact, in there, looking for it. They battle for it right in back of the goal as time ticks down. 9:36 remaining in period number 2. It's worked loose now. Kate Lengel gets to it. Backhand feed up the wall. Trying to get to it is Hannah Inez-Thibault along with Sandrine Hache. They still work for it. Now it comes loose as the Ravens are onto it back behind their own goal. Towards the near side, Kalakia has that one bounce over her stick. Gets it back and looks to start back out. Turned it over though in her own circle, in her own zone that is. As Hunter will drop it back off for Kalakia and try to get started back out of the zone. Played up the right wing wall and out towards center. Puck sitting there on the dasher, and looks like we're going to keep play going here. Is a little bit of a weird play there along the wall. Kalakia back onto it. Finds Scurfield. Ravens back out. Played towards the near side, just out of Justina Beard's reach. She's got to be tired. A long shift out there for the Ravens. They'll play it in and now get changes.
Yeah, a tough shift there for Carleton, and at the end of the shift, we see the importance of getting that puck deep. If that puck doesn't go in the GG zone, then you might have 2, maybe 3 tired Carleton forwards back to defend the back check.
Andrews finds Berta. Berta off the boards out towards center. Smythe coming for support. You could see Emily Smythe behind the D there, but Berta gets to it now behind the goal. Sydney Berta wraps her way around towards the left side. Berta trying to find Guimont on the slot, but that one's cut off, and the GGs get started back out towards center. That's Lalonde. Lalonde cuts back. High slot shot blocked by Andrews. It ricochets towards the right corner. Played towards the line down the ice. Icing is waved off as it deflects off of a GG right in front of the bench. Played back down the ice. Smythe for pressure. And onto it there is Veal. She's pressured there. Veal, takes a big shot to the head there of Smythe. You could hear that one ringing around. And that's going to be a penalty for head contact on the defenseman Kia Veal.
Yeah, the Ravens forecheck getting back at it there. It's the reason that they found some success in the first period. Kind of got away from it here in the second period, the first 10 or so minutes, but we see at that time Smythe with some great speed and the retaliation there from Vale. Yeah, the head contact, and as you could say, we could hear it right up here. First power play of the game for Carleton. Chance for them to get something going offensively this period.
7:59 remaining in the second. A 2-minute power play for the Ravens, and back behind the goal. Scurfield quickly onto it. Scurfield comes loose with it, drops it off towards the line. Nicole McNeil finds Smythe near side half wall. Walking in, Smythe shoots, blocked in front off the pants of Krekchinski. Comes back towards the near side. Smythe finds McNeil, back for Smythe. Off for McNeil, walking in, wrist her through, they score! Nicole McNeil, the defenseman, letting one go from the line. A power play goal gives the Ravens the 1-0 lead.
That's a big goal for Carleton. They've struggled a bit offensively tonight, so getting the first goal of the game is crucial. They set up nicely on the power play. Emily Smythe with a good shot on goal that's blocked. She corrals it, works it back to the point, and how about that shot from Nicole McNeil? Looks like it took maybe a bit of a deflection on the way in. Beats the goaltender to book. It's a huge goal for Carleton. The special teams are going tonight. 1-for-1 on the PK, 1-for-1 on the power play.
As the Ravens win the draw at center. Played back behind the goal. Dubuc has that one bounce away from her. It goes back towards the far line. Kalakia has a little bit of trouble with that one, able to drop it back off. Looking for a backhand opportunity there with Thibault. Oh, she's hit hard into the boards, and that's going to draw another penalty for the Ravens, or the GGs that is. Ravens are going to go to the power play. Got to keep around Hannah Anise Thibault. She's still sitting down on the ice at least. Now she gets up. She seems to be okay, but another opportunity on the power play for Carleton.
Yeah, they get right back to it after the goal. They get right back to work. Another shift in the GG end, and Proulx that time with the penalty. She throws her gloves there in frustration. You can tell it was an accidental play, but still a shove from behind and ends up with the player heading into the boards, and
looks like it's going to be maybe a major in a game.
Yeah, we might have a major here.
Angelique Proulx. Not only do they lose her for this game, but also a very active defenseman and a very good opportunity for the Ravens in the power play, obviously.
Yeah, that's big for Carleton, and that's a big loss for the GGs. As you mentioned, one of the top defensemen, as it looks like Ariana Gagnon will go serve it right now for the GGs. Just a 2-minute power play for Carleton.
We'll see if it's only a 10-minute misconduct as well. There is less than 10 minutes remaining, so she may have just gone off. You'd think she'd serve it in the box, but nonetheless, an opportunity on the power play for the Carleton Ravens, already leading 1-0 in this hockey game. Faceoff will come towards Dubuc's right. Jackie Grosso in the faceoff circle, support in the form of Smythe. It's worked loose. Scurfield going in after it. It's played back and around towards the near side. Smythe digging for it. Getting to it are the GGs back in their own end, wrapped around towards the far side. Kraczynski tries to get there, but Hunter keeps it alive. Back behind the goal. Scurfield digging for it. Good work by Kraczynski. Off the boards towards the line. Held there by Hunter. Hunter doing a good job there. Pressure though. Ravens line to get loose. They do. Scurfield finds McNeil, the goal scorer for the Ravens. Finding Smythe. Smythe cross-ice feed towards Hunter. Walking in. She shoots. Blocked in front. Rebound comes back towards her. And she finds Smythe. McNeil again. Finding Hunter. Hunter walking in. Feeds it near side Smythe. She bobbled that one. It goes back towards the far line. And the Ravens are going to have to come back out with it. Delayed offside. Now it's played towards the neutral zone. And McNeil regroups. 1:10 remaining in the power play. Smythe gets to center and fires it in deep. Dubuc settles it down. Kraczynski onto it, wraps it around towards the far side, and it's Kalakia who gets onto it. 6:14 remaining in the second, just about a minute remaining in the power play. Hunter regroups, dropping it back off for Kalakia. She'll get to center. Hunter Kalakia that is, able to play it in. Back behind the goal, played towards the near side. Andrews holds it there. Good work by Samantha Andrews. Wraps it in and around. Eunice Thibault towards the line, Andrews. Cross-ice feed, Kalakia. Down low towards Ciuciani. Ciuciani off the boards and back of the goal for Thibault. Thibault back for Ciuciani. Up top, Kalakia one-timer blocked in front as that one comes back out towards center and played down the ice by the GGs. 20 seconds remaining in the power play.
Better killing here from uOttawa, not really getting Carleton set up in the zone. We saw a couple of nice cross-seam passes from Nicole Hunter and Emily Smythe, but nothing really towards the net so far on this power play.
Thibault works it back towards Kalakia. She'll find Andrews up the left side, off the stick of Ciuciani. Settling it down there was Berta, but right out of the box are the GGs and back the other way as the puck comes back out towards center. Trying to catch up to that one is Thibault. It goes back towards Berta. She'll put pressure on, and the GGs back onto it at their own line. Cross-ice feed towards the far side. Lalonde able to feed it in. Nice pass, walking in. Shot just went by the glove of Cote. Good opportunity there for the GGs after the penalty kill for them. Puck up the near side. At the line, Lalonde trying to hold it there. It comes back towards the Ravens as they'll skate it out towards center. It's Ciuciani who just flips that one in on goal. Dubuc settles that one down. Pressure comes. She covers. And that stops play with 4:41 remaining in period number 2.
Good stretch of play here from Carleton in the last 10 minutes or so. Obviously, they've been aided by having 2 power plays, but 2 power plays that are well earned. Good forechecking from this Carleton team. That's been their bread and butter tonight. Not so much, generating terrific A-plus chances off the rush, but once they get the puck in behind the GG defenseman, they're using their speed. It's a young team, and they're aggressively forechecking, and that's why they got the lead in this one.
Hache trying to dig for it in the far corner. Worked loose, and the GGs get back onto it behind their own goal. Wrapping it around is Vale. Played towards the far side and out towards center. Eric Ehrenberg, that is, back onto it. Ehrenberg swiveling with it in her own end. Pressure comes. Ehrenberg knocked off the puck, but she's able to advance it towards the left wing half wall. Hache advances it towards center. Scurfield goes in there for support right along the front of the GG's bench. It's worked back towards the near side. Vale steps up and she'll feed it in deep. Back behind the goal, Cote settles it down for Kate Langell. She drops it back off. Ehrenberg towards the near side. Berta has that one slip off her stick. Played back in. That was Justina Beard, rather, who had it slip off her stick. Cote settles it back down for Langell. Cuts back and finds Ehrenberg. Erica Ehrenberg out towards the far side, off the stick of Scurfield, out towards center. Played back in deep. Behind the goal, Ravens get to it. Ravens done a good job just getting the puck out towards center. GG's get onto it center. Fired in deep, but a much better breakout from the Ravens in the second period. Played out towards center. Played back in deep. Langell onto it, trying to regroup, forces it up the near wall. Held in at the line momentarily. Ehrenberg back onto it. She'll try to skate it out of her own zone. She will do that and send it back in deep. 3:14 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Jackson. Better defending here from Carleton this period, and a big part of that is how they're defending the zone entries. They're not letting the GGs carry it in as much, not letting them get those long shifts in. Makes it easier to break out for the Ravens.
Up the right wing side coming in. The shot flutters in on goal. Ricochets on the way through. Doesn't get to Cote though. And the Ravens able to get to it. They'll break out. Oh, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty coming up. It was Nicole McNeil who just had that one slip off her stick. Unfortunate for her. And the Ravens are going to go to the penalty kill.
Yeah, unfortunate there for McNeil. Just catches a rolling puck the wrong way and flips it out there. It's a bad penalty to take, and it's the second power play opportunity in the game for the GGs. 2:53 to go here in the second. They'll have 2 on the power play, and we'll see if the Ravens penalty kill can make it 2 for 2.
Face-off coming towards Cote's left. A face-off that's won back by the Ravens. Swinging around with it is Kalakia towards the line, held there. Scurfield applies pressure and does a good job knocking number 55 for the GG's, Ariane Mayville, off the puck. Mayville back onto it at center. Batted off the stick of Hache. Picking it up is Kalakia, and she'll send it the length of the ice. Good work there from the Ravens.
Really good stick there from Hache to read that cross-seam pass. She gets right down on one knee, takes away the entire lane.
uOttawa starting back from their own end. Dodelin plays it towards center. Played in there by Mainville. Going back and after it is Kalakia. Around towards the near side. Dodelin gets to it. Dodelin looking for support. Plays it back in behind the goal. Play back towards the near side. Dodelin onto it once again. Finds Mayville walking in. Mayville's wrister blocked there by Smythe. Kalakia gets to it towards the line. Held there by Dodelin. She'll settle it back down. Dodelin walking in. A high slot. Walking towards the back of the goal. One in front. Shot on is blocked in front there. Good opportunity. GG's make changes. It's played down the ice by the Ravens. Good work there. Again, penalty killing for Carleton.
Yeah, good active sticks there too. The GG's almost set up a nice little play there, but the Ravens don't quit on it. They keep swinging those sticks around, and they finally get it cleared.
Once again, sent down the ice there by Hache. She broke her stick, or that was Scurfield who broke her stick on the play. Hache who sent it the length of the ice as Scurfield goes to the bench for Justina Beard, the other penalty killer. McMillan up the left side into the offensive zone. Tries to wrap it around. Great poke in the lane there by Hunter. Plays it off the glass and down the ice. Almost a dangerous one there. Almost another delay of game penalty.
Yeah, and if the problem with that one is if that one came out, that was headed right for us, Jackson, and you and I aren't wearing any goalie gear.
I would have tried to glove it down anyways. Coming back the other way are the GGs out towards center. McMillan has that one bounce over her stick. It's sent down the ice, and Reedman has to regroup with it. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty, and less than a minute remaining in the second period. Back behind the goal, turned over. Hannah Thibault tries to drop it off towards Hunter. Penalty expires. Ravens have 3 defensemen on the ice for the moment. Played up the near side. Shot from the sharp angle there. That was number 17, Christelle Dodelin walking in there. Good opportunity. Puck sent back in deep behind the goal. 35 remaining in the second. Ehrenberg on it behind the goal. 30 seconds now remaining. Played towards Ciuciani. Out towards center. Grosso backhands that one up the wall. They battle for it right in front of the Ravens bench. Time ticking down, 22 seconds remaining. Work loose towards Garreau. She'll feed it towards the far side. Mayville pressured, able to feed it off the glass. Ravens do a good job pouncing on that one. Get it back. Hunter feeds it up towards Hannah-Anise Thibault. 9 seconds remaining. Thibault up the left side. Feeds it towards the front. Grosso in her feet. Couldn't get to that one. Gigi's due. Puck battled for in front of the circle, and that will do it for period number 2. So it's 1-0 Carleton after 2 periods of play. And overall, a much better period for the Ravens than it was in the first. They're able to escape here with a 1-0 lead on the power play.
Yeah, a really good period on both ends of the ice there from Carleton. Really good job defensively in their own zone. Sticks and bodies in the lanes, not letting too much get to the net. One of the easier periods we've seen Marie-Eve Cote have this entire season, and they've been rewarded for their strong play. The power play goal sees them up 1-0.
uOttawa's come back from a couple leads this season. The Ravens are going to have to do a good job defending in the third.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done a great job through 40. They're just going to need to keep it going here, sustain that effort for the last period.
Intermission, and then the third coming up from the Carleton Ice House here at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario.
The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask? The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask? The brain controls everything. Here at Carleton, our students are learning how to think about the brain's functioning in brand new teaching labs with state-of-the-art equipment, million-dollar microscopes, learning the same emerging and innovative techniques that neuroscientists are using all over the world. Armed with this knowledge, our students can then enter their communities and ask the fundamental questions required to heal society. What question will you ask?
Welcome back to the Carleton Ice House here at Carleton University. It's 1-0 the Ravens lead over the uOttawa GGs. 20 minutes to play here as we get set for the third period. But Mason, the Ravens have done a good job in the game so far at pushing the play below the GG's goal line. They're going to have to do that to preserve the lead here.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons that Carleton has the lead and one of the reasons that they've held their opponents to just 12 shots through 40 minutes is that they've done a really good job of keeping the puck 200 feet from their own net, as you mentioned. Chipping the puck in on the forecheck, getting in behind the GG defense, playing below the goal line, and maintaining possession well.
As for Marie-Ève Cote, it's been a quiet night for her. A rarity, but it's a quiet night. Her team giving her a little bit of a break, and she's going to be able to she's going to have to be a big factor, that is, in this third period if the Ravens are going to want to hold the lead. Yeah,
she should be well rested. Only faced 2 shots in that second period. Probably the latest 20 minutes she'll have all season. So, as you said, they'll need her here in the third.
Face-off taken by the Ravens at center ice. They'll look to get in on the forecheck. Sydney Berta trying to play it in deep as we're underway for period number 3. On it near side is Nicole McNeil. Off towards Smythe, pass towards Guimont. Lani Guimont can't get to that one. Starting out towards center towards the near side are the GGs. That is Clavel. Tries to get to it, pressured. Smythe for support. Pressured, able to chip it out towards center, looking for Guimont, and it's played back in deep. Looking to get back in after it there is Nicole Hunter. She's pressured, knocked off the puck. Worked loose and played back in and around. Kate Lengel. Around towards Smythe, but Lengel gets back onto it. Lengel, nice cross-ice pass to find Berta late in the shift. She'll skate it in. Berta fires one on, blocked in front there. That was Karczynski who gets onto it. Berta taken down. GG's onto it. Puck played up the far wall. Oh, taken down there with a cross-check was one of the GG's players. It was Alice Filion who was taken down. That'll send Kate Lengel to the box early in period 3.
Yeah, tough start to the period there for Carleton. They take a penalty under a minute in. Seems like just a little shove in the back there from Lengel, but after giving up 2 power plays of their own and getting 2 power plays of their own in the second period, it's time the referees called one on Carleton, as you mentioned there. Lengel going off the box for the cross-check. So far, so good on the PK for Carleton. They'll need to continue that in the third.
Krakczynski's shot off the draw just misses wide. Far side holding on to it there is Gagnon, steps in, shot, blocker, save sort of towards Cote as it was ricocheted off of a player in front. And now towards the far side holding on to it is Dodelin. Backbound low behind the goal. Holding on to it in the far corner is Fouillon, centers it in front, and it's covered up. That was Aubin behind the goal. That one covered up by Cote, stopping play. A minute 37 remaining in the power play.
The uOttawa power play, when it's looked dangerous tonight, it's because they've been moving the puck around the perimeter with a lot of speed. We didn't see it there the opening 23 seconds, but that's something Carleton really needs to watch for.
GG's take possession off the draw. Dodelin stepping up, shot, glove, save. Cote, nice save there from the goaltender, stretching out and making a nice glove stop on the power play.
Yeah, it's a nice save by Cote there on Christine Dodelin. She's one of the top scorers for this GG team. Cote there, good push. She's right at the top of her crease. She sees that one, watches it the whole way into her glove.
GG's take the draw, shot flutters towards the back of the goal. On it is Scott, she's pressured. Aubin, now towards the near side, centering feed in front. Just comes back towards the line. Krakczynski tries to get to it, comes back outside the line. She'll have to cut back and start back out the other way. Gets to center and plays it into the offensive zone. Pass towards the slot area, backhander on goal. Cote gets a piece on it there. Hunter in behind. Tries to work it loose. They still battle for it. Good work there by Nicole Hunter, trying to just keep it pinned there. Doing a great job is Nicole Hunter. 56 seconds remaining on the power play. It now comes loose. GG's regroup with it. Played towards the line. Holding on to it here is Mainville. Towards the near side, McMillan into the slot. Cleared away by Hunter. Now towards the near side. Once again, it's Mainville. Stepping up, drops it off back down low. And there's Aubin, cross-ice feed towards the slot, just past Mayville, puck center in front, and not getting to that one there. A good opportunity for Bisenthal. Back down low behind the goal. Ravens dig for it. Hunter still going back to work down behind the goal line, that is. Aubin digs it loose towards the line. He's getting across there. Dodelin, she's pressured. Smythe knocks her off the puck, trying to gain an edge. Smythe can't get around the edge, though, as she's knocked off. 14 seconds remaining in the GG's power play. They'll start back out. Mainville through center. Overskates that one. Ref says it's onside. Puck comes towards the line. Now it slips back out. Mainville plays it back in. That will get out. And that will just about do it for the penalty kill. Good kill there for the Ravens.
Yeah, good killing again here from Carleton. We highlighted the penalty kill right off the top. Gave up 3 penalty goals, power play goals against Bishops last time. This time 3 for 3 on the PK.
Back in behind the goal. Centered in front. Good opportunity there. On it first is McLean, plays it towards the line. Rister, another glove save for Cote, and she'll stop play. 16:41 remaining in the third.
Well, we've seen it early in this period. Marie-Eve Cote, she's on her game tonight, and as we said, she'll be needed in this third period for Carleton and for the Ravens. Now that they've killed that one off, they need to get back to their game at 5-on-5. They need to get back on the forecheck and keep the puck out of their own end here.
Off the face-off, blocker stopped by Cote. That was off of the shot from Aubin. Puck comes back in and around towards the near side. Kalakia tries to skate it back out towards her own line. Feeds it towards the right side. Chasing after it is Ciuciani, but onto it is Krakczynski. Wrapped around towards the near side. Krakczynski onto it, towards the far side, over the stick of Aubin. Tries to get back onto it, drops it back off. Stepping up there is Kraczynski, played around. Cote settles it down. Coming back for it is Kalakia. She's pressured there. As it was Puneo gets on pressure. Thibault for support though, and the Ravens looking to get pointed north. Puck comes back towards Hannah Eunice Thibault. She'll skate it, play it out towards center. Over the stick of Chuchani. And Lengel onto it, with the GGs trying to press at center. Knocked off the puck there. That was Daudelin once again. Puck played back into the offensive zone, and Cote will settle it back down for Stephanie Chuchani. Dropping it back off, played out towards center. Batted down by Lenny Guimont. She tries to get to it first. Guimont, good speed up the right side. Gets to it in back of the goal, swivels around back, and able to play it towards the near line. Berta shot, blocked off a skate, getting it back. Berta skates behind the goal. Still digging for it. It comes loose towards the near corner. GG's digging. They'll get it outside the line, played down the ice. Hunter will win that race, and that's going to be an icing called against uOttawa. 15-19 remaining in the third.
Good forechecking there from Carleton in that last shift as they sort of get back to their style there a bit. And one adjustment we see here in the third period is that third forward for Carleton much higher in the offensive zone, preparing for a potential uOttawa counterattack. That time it's Lainey Guimont in the high slot, just awaiting any turnover or uOttawa chance back the other way.
Out to center, the GGs able to win the draw and break out of their own zone. Towards the near side, skating up is Todd. Todd firing a shot that goes well wide. Back towards the far side, holding on to it is Lalonde. Trying to find Todd. She'll go to work up against Nicole McNeil. It comes loose towards Lalonde. Pressure comes in the form of Lenny Guimont. Good work for the centerman coming back, and she'll drop that one back off for Nicole McNeil. McNeil for Berta. Berta off the boards, but it hits the skate of the linesman. Berta gets it back. Now support for McNeil as the Ravens are able to skate it out towards center. McNeil gets to center and plays it back in deep. 14:35 remaining in the third. 1-0 Carleton leads over uOttawa. Out towards center, skating it out there is Alyssa McMillan. She'll feed it in deep. Ehrenberg onto it. Ehrenberg wraps it around towards the near side. Annika Skurfield catches up to it. Pressured, able to cycle back. And once again cuts back. Good work there from Skurfield as she's able to feed it up the left wall into Ottawa territory. Played towards center. McMillan just can't get to that one. Ehrenberg, fluttering puck. Bobbles that one a bit. GG's back onto it. They'll try to swivel in back of the goal. McLean with McClellan in there. They'll dig for it in the right corner. Hunter is in there, as well as Sandrine Haché. Samantha Andrews coming in for support, the defenseman. They still battle for it. We'll see if the referee blows his whistle. No, it comes loose. Andrews does a good job digging it out, and the Ravens will try to break out here. Andrews just fluttering that one out towards center. Down the ice, it will have the legs for icing, and that'll be a face-off coming back in Ravens territory. 13:40 remaining in period number 3.
The shift ends in a nice thing, but it's a nice job in her own zone there by Sandrine Haché. When uOttawa's looked dangerous tonight, it's been below the Carleton goal line, and it's been because Carleton hasn't enough forward support on the puck. But that time, Haché is right in there, the centerman with her two defensemen, and Carleton's able to get it out.
GG's win the draw. They'll look to gain possession at the line. Kraczynski Scott just stung wide there of the goal. Cote looks like she saw it only at the last second. And the GG's looking to maintain possession here. It's work back behind the goal. Andrews rims that one around towards the far side. Beard onto it, played towards the line. Skurfield able to kick it out towards center. And the GG's will have to regroup at their own line. Play towards the near side, deflected at center. Stopped at the line by Ehrenberg. GG's will get onto it as the Ravens make changes. Starting back the other way. Coming with it is Mayville. It gets to center, fires it just wide of the goal. Played back in there. Kate Lengel. Wrapped around the goal. Lengel does a good job getting onto it. Pass towards the neutral zone. Finds Chuchani. She'll play it in deep. Grosso for Chase as well as Chuchani. Back behind the goal. It's the GG's who get to it though. Played out towards center. Batted down momentarily, and now Ottawa back onto it. Filion swings it far side. Skating in there is Aubin. Knocked off the puck, dropped back the shot. Sticked over there by Chuchani. Gets to it, plays it out towards center. Jackie Grosso now coming up the right side. Grosso, potential opportunity, tries to make a move. It comes back towards the left corner where it's picked up by Eunice Thibault. Anna Eunice Thibault digging for it. Worked loose for a moment, but now they still pin it. The GG's do and work it, trying to work it loose, that is. Still a battle for it in behind. Thibault comes loose, tries to center in front. Off a skate, Chuchani's shot, stopped by Dubuc. It comes back up towards the line. McNeil stepping up. McNeil shoots, blocked in front, back towards the far line. Hunter, slap shot, and that's blocked in front. Rebound sits in the slot. Good opportunity there for the Ravens. It comes back out towards center. McNeil and Hunter very active defensively in the offensive zone.
Yeah, we've seen it all night from those two, and we see it again there from Carleton. They win a nice boards battle in the offensive zone, and they get a good chance out of it.
Back the other way come the GGs up the far side. Lalonde shot, stick to side, rebound in front, and they score! Cote able to make the first save, but the GGs follow it up and tie the game up at 1.
Yeah, tough break there for Carleton. They put together a couple good shifts in the uOttawa zone, and then coming back the other way, it's an odd man rush for the GGs, and it's Catherine Birkby there just to slot that rebound right behind Cote. It just rolls over the line, and Ottawa's tied this game just under halfway through the third.
Looked like Cote may have had it for a moment, but it just slips through, and the GGs fight back and tie this game up. 11:43 now remaining in period number 3. Emily Smythe trying to get in on the forecheck. Tries to get in there. Berta for support. She wins that puck back. GGs converge onto it though and win it right back in their own end. Starting back out towards center. Nice move there. That is played out towards center. Fired back in deep. It was McMillan with the move in there. Comes back in behind the goal. Andrews onto it. And Samantha Andrews will cut back with it. Looking to start back out. Pressured, feeds it around towards the near side. Onto it, looking for it is Ehrenberg. Stepping up there is Mayville. She gets to it, plays it back in behind the goal. Ehrenberg wraps it around towards the far side. Andrews onto it. Samantha Andrews. Pass out, deflected. GGs get onto it with the Ravens making changes. 10:56 remaining in the third. Tie game 1-1. Hache at center. Knocked off the puck. Coming back the other way is McMillan. In the offensive zone, forced off of it momentarily into the corner. Kate Lengel trying to get to it. Comes back towards the high slot. Smirfield able to pick it up. Cuts back in her own end and turns it over. McMillan knocked off the puck by Hache. Digging for it is Beard. Justina Beard able to get to it. They battle for it right in front of the penalty box area as McMillan gets back onto it. Up the left side, McMillan walking in. She shoots. That's blocked by Kalakia. Ricochets towards the left corner. Kept alive. McMillan centering feed off a stick towards the slot area. Looking for an opportunity are the GGs. Is cutting back there is Prue. Swinging it towards the front. Knocked off a stick. Out towards center. Beard cannot clear. Held in at the line. GG's going to come in. Nice move. Backhand play in front. Covered up by Cote. She'll hold on. Nice rush up the ice there for Ariane Aubin. And that play is stopped by Cote.
Well, right after the goal, the GGs go right back to work. It's a good shift from uOttawa there. Alyssa McMillan with a couple really nice plays to keep it going there for uOttawa. A few nice looks in front, a couple shots end up being blocked. And then how about that move there at the end from Ariane Aubin? She works it to her backhand, just can't quite corral it on her forehand. Cote falls on it.
Face-off taken by the GGs, centering feed. Goes back up towards the line. Krasinski holds onto it. Around back of the goal, towards the far side. Holding onto it is Gagnon. Trying to come loose with it, but Thibault does a good job taking it from her. And now McNeil gets started out towards center. Nicole McNeil swings it in back of the goal. Chasing after it is Chuchani. Meeting Krasinski behind the goal. Support from Hannah Thibault, and she wins the puck towards the far line. Hunter across McNeil, near side. Wrister on goal, directed and just rickles up and out of play into the netting. And that stops play, but another good opportunity for the Ravens. This line's been all over it tonight.
Yeah, we sound like a broken record out here talking about the McNeil pairing and the forecheck, but they're at it again. Once again, a 50-50 board battle below the Ottawa goal line. It's won by the Ravens. Worked back to the defense, which they have not been shy in using tonight in the attack. And it's a good save for Dubuc, and puck heads out of play.
9:30 remaining in the third. 1-1 hockey game. uOttawa able to break out towards center. One-on-one coming up the far side there. The shot stopped by Cote. Rebound ricochets towards the left side. GG's get on in the offensive zone. Fluttering puck towards the far side. Bouncing. Lalonde trying to get up to it. Puck centered in front towards Lalonde. It comes back towards the far side. Out towards the line. Walking in is Vale. Pressured. Able to drop it back off. Lalonde slot. Opportunity there. Knocked away. Vale's shot from the line is kicked aside by Cote. Picked up by Andrews. She'll break out towards center, feeds it off the wall, gets it back though in an almost fortunate play, but Vale stops it at the line. She'll skate it in and fire a weak one on for Cote to stick aside. Berta onto it, 8:47 remaining in the third. Puck played towards the near side. Past McMillan, down the ice. It's not going to be an icing. It's waved off as Hache goes hard on the forecheck against Krasinski. Puck worked loose towards the far side. GG's able to feed it towards the line and out towards center. It's Kate Lengel onto it with 8:29 remaining in the third. Chuchani gets to center. She'll feather it in deep. Back behind the goal, Dubuc settles it down. Leaves it for her defenseman, Gaudelin. Pressure, and Krakinski onto it, plays it towards the far side, out towards center. Gigi's swing it back in deep. Behind the goal, Kalakia giving chase. She gets to it. Kalakia tries to cut towards center. Pressure converges on her, but Scurfield able to come away with it. Beard plays it in deep off a skate, and now she'll give chase. Beard behind the goal, tries to work it loose. It's Hache who gets onto it. Hache trying to work it loose. Gigi's looking to force it in. It's Grosso who's onto it. 7:49 remaining in period number 3.
Good work there from Hache in the neutral zone as she gets right up in the grill of Alyssa McMillan.
Turned over, and Grosso's backhand shot blocked in front. Great recovery. That was Mayville with an opportunity to make the recovery there.
Yeah, Jackie Grosso's been all over it tonight too. We've seen her with a couple chances.
And Inese Thibault onto it. Looking to drop it off towards the line. Pressure on her, but the GGs get back onto it. They'll start back out. Aubin up in the middle of the ice surface. Trying to get met there by Kate Lengel. Taken down in the play is Aubin. Lengel able to wrap it around towards Ciuciani. Stephanie Ciuciani drops it back off. McNeil steps up. Good work there by Nicole McNeil, the goal scorer for the Ravens here. She got one on the power play in the second. Skating up the right side. McNeil coming in. Shot off the bar. Sitting there for a moment. Grosso scores! Jackie Grosso bats it home, and the Ravens take the 2-1 lead.
What a rush there from Nicole McNeil. She heads out of the zone with a ton of speed. She works her way through the neutral zone, and then that slick little cut to the backhand right as she enters the zone. The initial shot is wired flat off the crossbar, but it's sitting right there for Jackie Grosso, who just had a chance a minute earlier. And the Ravens, they fight the adversity, and they're right back in front.
7:05 remaining in the third. Pleading her case there is Ariane Gagnon. Don't know exactly what she's discussing or the referees are discussing. They're converging in front of the penalty box area.
I think they're wondering if it maybe came off a glove and may have been pushed in by a Carleton player intentionally, but of course no review for that kind of thing. So
that's the thing. We'll see if they discuss. It's basically the eye test if anyone saw it. And now Gaudelin, the captain for the GGs, coming over as well. We'll see what the verdict is.
The call was goal on the ice. It's up 2-1 on the board, and they did signal goal as soon as it came off Grosso and in, but we didn't get a great vantage point. It may have come off of perhaps the glove of Grosso. We're not quite sure what all the discussion's about.
Looked like a little bit at the side of the goal, like maybe she got her upper body onto it, but on the follow-through, it looked like she got her stick, and if the referee saw that, it looks like that's going to stand as the goal, and it will, in fact, be a goal for the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't see how you could call that back without video review. I mean, if it doesn't look like she pushed it in the moment, I don't think she pushed it in.
Face-off won back by the Ravens, who have a 2-1 lead here. 7 minutes remaining in the third. We'll see the GGs push back here. They were able to do so to tie the game earlier in the third. We'll see if they can do so once again. Back behind the goal, Ehrenberg with a hit in there as they battle forward and back to the goal. Samantha Andrews digging for it. Andrews wraps it around towards the far side. Looking to get over there is Ciuciani. She's met by pressure. Played towards center, past Grosso. Icing waved off, and Jackie Grosso will win the race. Back behind the goal, Grosso giving chase. Gaudelin onto it. Captain for the uOttawa GGs works it loose. Ottawa trying to play it out towards center. Cut off, Kalakia onto it. Towards the near side. Picked up there by Berta. Nice move by Sydney Berta. Support for Emily Smythe. Berta back onto it. Stripped down there. Comes back towards Lengel with a shot. That's stopped by Dubuc. And she'll hold on. 6:14 remaining in the third.
Really good play in there from Sydney Berta. First, she makes an excellent play defensively in the neutral zone to cut off that pass, and then she stays strong on the puck. She weaves about three or four Ottawa players who are all hanging off of her, and she ends up getting the offensive zone draw out of it.
Face-off taken by the GGs. They'll look to break out. We'll see if the GGs can make a push here. They've did a good job at battling back from down 1-0 in the game to tie this one up. We'll see if they can do so here. Puck set in front off of Cote, sitting there for a moment. Comes back up towards Krasinski at the far line. Plays it back towards McMillan. McMillan settles it down. High slot walking in. The shot off a stick, up and out of play. Good work by the Ravens to converge on her and deflect it up out of play.
Yeah, as much of the GGs have had a ton of zone time tonight, and they have. The Ravens have done a really good job in the slot and around Marie-Yves Cote of having active sticks, and we saw it that time again from Colokia. Dangerous chance there for uOttawa, but Colokia is able to get a stick right on it, and it's out, deflected out of play.
Haché in the face-off circle, up against Aubin. Wrister just wide there from Filion. Mainville steps up, drops it back off behind the goal. Coming loose with it towards the line. Shot from Aubin, blockered aside by Cote. Nice save there from the Raven netminder. Back up towards the far line. Kraczynski, wrister on, deflected, and a great toe save from Cote there, seeing it through a screen. Puck worked loose. Beard tries to pin it there, as well as McNeil. They converge on it. Aubin trying to dig it loose there. Coming in for support is Gagnon. Play towards the line. Kraczynski can't hold it in, it comes out, and the GGs will have to get started in the neutral zone.
Carleton much more compact in their own zone right now at this stage of the game. We saw Annika Skurfield there. She's the winger on the opposite side of the puck, but she's still right at the face-off dot, no higher.
Justina Beard able to chip that one in deep. Skurfield coming in for support. Works it loose, cuts loose towards the high slot area, or the high circle that is. Haché plays it back in and around for Beard to go to work. Played back towards the line, through Andrews and down the ice. Icing will be waved off as Erica Ehrenberg will regroup. 4:40 remaining in period 3. Ehrenberg works it loose towards Andrews. Middle of the ice surface, deflected there by Grosso. Touched up by Dubuc, and she'll settle it back down. GGs look to start back out the other way. Towards the far side, they'll play it out towards center, and now able to work it loose. Good work there by Lalonde. She's converged on by a couple of Ravens. Grosso comes loose with it, swings it out towards center, and it's Vale who's onto it. Vale trying to play it in deep, off a stick. Played back into the offensive zone, and first on the puck there. Good work by Clavel to get onto it. Alexis Clavel. Pressure there, and Langel's onto it. Finds Hannah Eunice Thibault. Thibault towards Grosso up the left wing. Jackie Grosso, nice move. Grosso tries to get back onto it. She was knocked off the puck. And uOttawa back onto it. 3:53 remaining in the third. We'll keep our eye on the goaltender Dubuc as the puck is played down the ice, where Samantha Andrews gets back onto it. Andrews plays it towards the line, held in there, walking in, across towards the far side. Shot from the defenseman, that is, Dodelin. That's stopped in front by the goaltender Cote. Far side, McMillan drops it back off towards Dodelin. Dodelin goes to the near side. Kraczynski walking in, takes the half slapper. That's blocked off the stick and goes in behind the goal. McMillan onto it, trying to center it in front. Batted down there. Still she works for it. Work loose towards McLean, towards the far line. Holding it there is Dodelin. Kraczynski middle point. Slapper on goal. Nice save by Cote. Comes back towards the near side. Kraczynski again from the line. That's blocked off her own man. And that comes back towards the far side. Chuchani onto it. She'll float that one down the ice and go off for a change.
Good job from Carleton there. So long as Cote has a look at it, they'll let Kraczynski take that point shot the rest of this period.
Shot on into the glove of Cote as it just flutters in. Stop and play with 2:54 left to go in the third. Overall, a very strong offensive period from the GGs. They've just continued to push in the Carleton zone, but they trail.
Yeah, they've been really sending a lot of pressure towards Marie-Eve Cote in this period. 13 shots in the period, just none of them have beat Cote. She's been rock solid. Under 3 to go here.
Face off one back by the GGs off of a scramble play. They get it back towards the high slot, batted down. Fillion's shot blocked in front by McNeil. Doesn't look like Cote saw it on the way. Dubuc just kind of hovering right in front of her crease before potentially heading down the ice. Now she settles back into the crease as they still battle for it along the half wall. Now it's sent down the ice by the Ravens. 2:30 remaining in the third. And the GGs will have to regroup behind their own goal. Oh, no, in fact, that's going to be an icing with 2:26 remaining. We'll see when they decide to pull the goaltender.
Yeah, we'll see if they decide to pull the goaltender with maybe an offensive zone face-off win. Once again, we see right before that icing, the Ravens just winning another 50-50 forward battle. That's one of the reasons that they've been able to frustrate the GG's offense the way they have.
Face-off one back by the Ravens, but it's the GGs who get control. Dubuc hovering around the slot area, right on the hash marks. It's played back behind the goal. Now played around towards the far side. They still are yet to pull the goaltender, and now she'll veer back with the Ravens getting possession. Good work there. It's worked loose by Berta. Played down the ice, and that'll be an icing called against the Ravens. Berta was taken down on the play. 2:07 remaining in the third, and the Ravens leading 2-1.
Yeah, Dubuc out really aggressively that time, but Sydney Berta puts her back in her net with a little chip there that just goes down for icing. Tough play for Berta. She's got two GGs to race through and squeeze in between to beat out that icing, so face-off comes all the way back down in the Carleton zone.
Lanny Guimont on the face-off circle against Kurt Burkby, that is. It comes back out towards center again. Dodelin able to force it along. McMillan going in for support. McMillan works it loose. Good work. Dodelin for support. Dodelin plays it towards the far side. Now Dubuc goes as 6-on-5. Shot on, flutters in front. Cote able to get a piece and cover it up. After a scramble in front, Cote pounces on it and stops play with 1:48 remaining in the third. 6-on-5 now for the GGs.
Great poise there from Marie-Yves Cote. She knows that this is a crucial junction of the game. Less than 2 minutes to go. Her team up by 1. The puck is lost in a flurry of skates, but she stays calm. She stays with it. She's in her butterfly, taking away the lower half of the net, and she pounces right on it.
Timeout taken for uOttawa with 1:48 left to go in the third period. So Carleton up 2-1. They were able to fight back in this third and, like you said, Mason, earlier, battle the momentum, take the lead back from the GGs, who did battle back earlier on to tie this game up.
Yeah, really resilient effort tonight from the Carleton Ravens. They've been outplayed at times and they've been caught sort of running around their own end at times, but they've never lost hope. They've never lost confidence throughout this game, and they're 2 minutes away from picking up a huge 2 points and putting an end to what's been a long losing streak for them.
If they do so, they'll look to bounce back as they face off against the Université de Montréal-Carabin on Sunday in Montreal. And that will do it for this weekend for them. But first, looking to close it out here.
For Carleton, no need to overthink too much here. You've done such a good job on the penalty kill tonight. Same idea. You're only down by one skater. Just do what you've been doing.
Shot on, glove down by Cote. That was off the face-off win, the shot taken by Alice Filion. So all the gunners out there for the GGs, McLean, Filion, got the defenseman Kraczynski out there. They're just throwing all their fire out of this point in the game.
Yeah, and you'd have to think Prue would have been out there had she not picked up the misconduct at the end of the second.
Face-off one back by the Ravens. Big face-off win for Hannah Inisibo. Near side, Kraczynski jumps up on the play. McLean keeps it alive. McMillan trying to get onto it, played towards the line and out towards center. 1:30 remaining in the third. Regrouping there behind the play is Dodelin towards the near side. McLean towards the near side, gets back onto it, forced off the glass and up into the bench, out of play. With 1:21 remaining in the third, face-off coming outside. So far, so good for the Ravens, 6-on-5.
Yeah, so far, so good. They just need to, as I said, keep doing what they've been doing all night when they've been shorthanded, and they've been done a really good job defending the slot in the area in the front of the net. The sticks have been active, and they've ramped up the physicality since the first period. It's no longer easy for the GGs to just hang out in front of Cote.
GGs have put their goaltender back in with 1:20 remaining, so 5-on-5, just maybe mitigating the risk here with the face-off coming in the neutral zone. Ottawa back onto it though, and they'll get pointed north. Dubuc heads back to the bench as McMillan skates back into behind the goal. Playing centering feet in front, comes back towards the high slot, walking in, the shot off the bench, stopped by Cote, and she covers. Great opportunity for the GGs again, right off the bench was Filion once again. Cote makes the save.
Yeah, it looked like that puck was about to escape the zone, but then just at the last nick of time, the GG extra attacker just picks it up, gets a good shot off in the high slot. Cote initially spills the rebound, but like she has all night, she's got a good eye on it, and she falls right on top of it.
Hache in the face-off circle for the Ravens towards Cote's right. Hunter jumping in, but it's the GGs who get onto it. Backhanded in back of the goal. McMillan around there, can't get to it. Skurfield with Kraczynski jumping up. Bats it down. And pass waved off as it's regrouped in behind the goal. They battle for it once again in the right corner. Time ticking off, 45 seconds remaining in period number 3. Worked loose. McMillan walking in. McMillan shot blocked in front. Good work there. Comes back towards the near side. Now near line, Kraczynski. Partial slapper on the way through, blocked in front. McMillan picks it up, played towards the line and out towards center, where Dodelin has to go back on it. 25 remaining in the third. Dodelin gets started back out the other way. Leaves her way through center, towards the far side, past Aubin. Able to chip it in deep and get in after it behind the goal. Centering feed blocked by Hunter there. Hunter pinning it in back of the goal. Good work there by Nicole Hunter. 8 seconds remaining. Hunter trying to pin this one out. 5 seconds now. GGs can't work it loose. They still try to, almost 4 GGs in back there. Time expires. That will do it. The Carleton Ravens win this one and hold on by the score of 2-1.
What a gutsy performance there from the Carleton Ravens to take down their rivals for the second time in 2 games this season and snap their 4-game losing streak. Terrific game from Marie-Yves Cote. She made some fantastic stops, and the Ravens special teams, particularly on the penalty kill, did a terrific job. Really gritty effort, really great win for the Ravens tonight.
Final score from the Ice House here at Carleton University, the Carleton Ravens 2, the uOttawa GGs 1. It's a successful start to the weekend for the Ravens. They'll head to Montreal to face off against the Caravan on Sunday afternoon. As mentioned, the final score, Carleton 2, Ottawa 1. We thank you for joining us tonight on the Carleton Ravens YouTube channel. I'm Jackson Starr alongside Mason Bugaresti. Have a good night, everyone.